Oh my, do we have an amazing opportunity for those of you who would love to be in just in natural healing arts, but like to be a doctor as well, and the opportunity to just take something from a different perspective. Whatever in the field that you would like to become a chiropractor, or maybe that specialty of it, we have certainly room for you, and we have certainly room for you in the Gonstead technique. I mean, we adore and love our student doctors, our young doctors, and we honor those that have been in practice for 50 or 60 years. I'd encourage you to join us. If you are starting to think about chiropractic as a career, when you reach out to somebody and find out what right colleges to go to, make sure that you get into a Gonstead club and come to all these seminars, and we will train you so that when you get out into your practice, you will have such high success, because we'll show you the science and the art and the philosophy of an adjustment, which is all about the Gonstead technique. And we just encourage you. We need generations of you out there to make a difference for humanity. And whether it's pediatrics or prenatal, then you'd be using my textbook, to the fact that you just would like to serve an older population group. We're asking you just to come join us. We are a great profession, and it's a technique of Gonstead. We are a great family to join. So hopefully we'll see you in the future.
For all you students out there, the first thing you need to do is get some philosophy. And the best way to get it is right here at our Gonstead methodology seminars, because we talk a lot about that. More importantly, you need to come up here and learn about it, because Gonstead is the only chiropractic technique that has a system that will work as far as finding the problem in the patient, accepting the problem where it is, and correcting it. Now, that's what the old man used to say. My thing is, find it, accept where you find it, correct it, and then before you leave it, and before you quit taking care of them, take another set of x-rays so you compare the original set to the next set, so you have some sort of an idea what the patient looks like when they're healthy. But more importantly, work at it, work at it, work at it. Gonstead said it takes about 5 years to figure out how to run an nervoscope correctly. It takes another 5 years after that before you can correlate that to what you're finding on the patient. And practice, practice, practice. You come, as Jimmy Parker used to say, you have to know to go. You have to go to know to grow, and that's what you have to do with this. A lot of the stuff I'm talking about here is Parker stuff, but that's business stuff. As far as true chiropractic, Gonstead methodology's got its act together. And if you want to come learn from the best, come on up to the hill.
We're going to have a lot of students here. We're going to probably have about 200 students here this weekend. And if students can really keep their eye on the prize instead of that daily drudgery of class after class passing this exam, that's how you get through, and that's how you really. And Gonstead Club was very important. I was really involved with the Gonstead Club, and continued to be afterwards, going back after I graduated to help with the clubs. But having that group that you can really, you've got the same mindset, and that club, the people in the clubs, is very, very important, because there are, I don't know, probably over 100 techniques out there that, and throughout your chiropractic career, one way or another, you get introduced to. And like Dr. Pete told me, just if you learn this, everything else is a cakewalk. You've got to believe that when you get out of school, there's that pizza on the table waiting for you to devour it. And then there's other things. There's the financial burdens that you've created along the way, and just do what you know you need to do. Keep your focus on that patient, present time consciousness, and the day will go fast. The day will go smoothly. And just that positive mental attitude, I think, has just such a tremendous effect in life. In life, there's a lot of stuff happening in this world right now, and you can get caught up in it, and you can blah 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 blah. But you just know that what can you do in your life to make a difference, to make things better? And as a chiropractor, it starts there. You change here. If you've got your own stuff going on, you gotta clean house first, and then you get to your patients, and then your patients can help the world become a better place too. It's just a snowball.
Okay, what I would say to a brand new chiropractic to be, man or woman is getting into this chiropractic business and in school and so on, and they start out in practice, my advice to you is stick with it. Don't ever give up. And there's always an answer there. You just have to strive to find it.
I wish the next generation of Gonstead chiropractic doctors will be as good as I used to be, and I encourage you to take your time and get it good at it, because it takes time to become proficient.
To me, chiropractic includes not only the science of chiropractic, which all the schools are emphasizing so much these days, but it also includes the philosophy and the art of chiropractic. And so by applying the art of chiropractic, it allows the philosophy to come through, in that we find the body will respond to the adjustment and help the patients heal by correcting the vertebrae that are misaligned and allowing the nervous system to function as it should. And so if you want to be a chiropractor, whenever I refer somebody to chiropractic college, I tell them to go to Palmer, Davenport, because if you want to be a specific doctor, adjusting people in a specific way, having a scientific application of the work, then you're going to find that at Davenport, because there's so many opportunities to study the Gonstead work. We have, of course, the college teaches the basics of the Gonstead technique. We have a Troxel intern program that's taught at Dr. Lawler's office in Parkview, where you can attend Sunday afternoon classes and learn about the Gonstead work. There are workshops where doctors from all over the Midwest here come down at least once a month and teach a weekend seminar. And then, of course, the GMI seminars, and I teach my seminars here as well, so that you can completely get immersed in the Gonstead system and learn what it is to be a very specific Gonstead doctor, understanding all the concepts that he taught us about motion and static and visualization, and about x-ray, and about instrumentation. And so all these things come together to help us to become a very specific chiropractor. And to do less than that, to do fewer things than what we know we need to do, is being indifferent toward your patient. So how would you like to go to a doctor who says, that's good enough? Is it? Do you really feel that it's good enough is the best you can do? No, it's not. So when I refer students to chiropractic, I refer them because I know that the Gonstead method is going to provide them with a specific means of adjusting and that will help the patient the most. So when I talk to a lay person, I try to keep it very simple. I say the Gonstead work is a very specific form of chiropractic. We use an instrument to help us find the problem. We use what we call motion and static palpation, where we move the patient back and forth to feel the bones moving. And we use x-ray that helps us to conclude what our decisions are about how to fix the bone. And so all these things work together to help us realign your spine, to relieve any pinching against the nerve. And so patients will respond better, quicker, with fewer treatments to the spine by being specific about how we apply the x-ray and the motion and so forth.
Regarding teaching at Palmer College of Chiropractic for 40 years is, it's not easy. It's hard. It requires work. To become a chiropractor, you have to work on your skills continuously. Work on your skills. You know, it's not when you walk in the clinic first time, all of a sudden lightning bolts come out your hands. It requires a lot of practice, you have to do that. And so the key thing is, it's like eating an elephant. Do it every single night. Do a little bit of skill every single night. Work on your adjusting thrust, work on your palpation, work on your instrumentation, you know, to develop those practical skills over the years. So when you finally get to the clinic, you'll be much more prepared to take care of those patients, because you'll be given a great education in the college, but then you have to master those arts, and that's why they call it the practice of chiropractic. But it requires a lot of practice, a lot of persistence, you know, time, lots of time. We have never kicked anybody out of the profession for being too good, everything. So it requires much, much practice on that.